So I'm here at the VA again, because this is where I work. Change that. I worked past tense because, right now it's 2:00 and I just got notified that my position, is no longer valid. And so I am going to go turn in my laptop and, go home. Again, my performance was not good enough, even though when I talked to my boss, everybody I work with, including my boss, absolutely loved the work I was doing.
President Trump and Elon Musk, my name is James Jones, and I'm a veteran of the Gulf War. I served in the U.S. Army as a combat engineer during that conflict. VA has been and is my lifeline as I deal with multiple health impacts from my service. Millions of veterans who served in wartime rely on the VA for their health care. Cutting 80,000 positions from the VA is a punch in the gut to America's heroes that already deal with understaffed facilities.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Training Pulse Worldwide. So today we are talking about something that's shaking up the veteran community. Mass layoffs under Trump and Elon Musk. As you've heard, thousands of veterans, many of whom dedicated their lives to serving the country, are now finding themselves jobless. And trust me, people are not happy. So let's dive into it.
Donald Trump has fired more veterans than any president in the history of the United States. In 6 weeks!
Joe from Georgia. So breaking news on more firings in the federal government. And the way they did it today is going to have a pretty big impact on all the veterans in the United States of America. 80,000 employees of Veterans Affairs are going to be terminated according to an internal memo within the department. Well, if anybody knows what Veterans Affairs does and the services that they provide, number one, just VA appointments even, to help their health care, to put them through career programs, to help them adjust to normal daily lives after they leave the military. I know, because I went through it after I left the military. But one of the worst things about it, those people who are getting fired, a vast majority of those people, guess what they did before they worked for Veterans Affairs? They were United States military veterans. I worked with these people all the time when I was an instructor at the Signal School at Fort Gordon, Georgia. These people were retired military veterans who took the civilian jobs on and worked for years and did an excellent job. And now they're going to get fired. So not only do they lose their careers, they lose the ability to get quick services through Veterans Affairs. That's what we're doing, taking a sledgehammer to everything possible and destroying it. And as a military veteran, I hope I don't have to call anybody anytime soon about a veteran question.
This right here is very heartbreaking. These are the same people who put their lives on the line and now they're being tossed aside like they don't even matter. 80,000 veterans fired. Some showed up to work only to be locked out. Others were given fake reasons for their dismissal.
DOGE, which I think really stands for Destruction of Government by Elon, just fired 2,400 VA employees. That includes some of the employees of the Veterans Crisis Line. That's an indispensable service for veterans in crisis. It's about gutting the system, leaving veterans behind. And here's the kicker. I think they violated federal law, the Impoundment Control Act of 1974. Congress, and only Congress, has the power of the purse. But Musk is blocking funds from being spent as Congress appropriated. It's illegal, and I think veterans deserve better. I think it demands real oversight, real accountability, and real answers. And we need for all members of Congress of both parties to stand up and do what the Constitution demands.
Now, some of these veterans worked in federal offices and others were in defense-related industries. And many had been told their jobs were secure, only to find out that that wasn't the case. And some even said they weren't given a real explanation, just a simple email stating their services were no longer needed.
And all I heard were the same platitudes that government employees are lazy, government employees are not wanting to come into work. The president's advisor yesterday, Alina Habba, even said that government employees don't deserve to, they're not fit to keep their jobs at this moment. Hearing that day after day, it's offensive. I served my country honorably for 20 years, and then I decided to continue civil service and work for the VA. And my performance evaluations have been exemplary. I shared with your staff about a week after I was fired, I received a performance bonus for exceeding all the standards that the agency had for me. And I got the same letter that every civil servant got from, DOGE, would said, your performance is poor and we don't want to keep you with your agency. So I understand cuts need to be made. I understand the budget is larger than it needs to be, and there will have to be some hard choices. But I don't hear a lot of talk about the sacrifice. The VA lost 1,400 employees on the first day and 1,000 the week later, and now they're talking about 80,000 more. Well, services are going to have to be cut. Veterans are going to lose some of their health care benefits.
With everything being let go, patient care ends up being delayed. And hypothetically, what if it is a veteran on that patient table and that instrument or that device can't be delivered because it didn't get there in a timely manner? Obviously, with me being impacted, I'm downsizing my current living arrangement right now to make sure that I can still afford everything I need to afford and have a roof over my head, clothes on my back, food to eat.
Donald Trump and Elon Musk are about to fire 83,000 additional employees of the Department of Veterans Affairs. 1 in 3 people who work for the federal government are veterans themselves. And this comes on the heels of them firing 1,400 employees, some of whom were working on things like the Veterans Crisis Line for suicide prevention. And that was followed by Elon Musk and Donald Trump's new Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Doug Collins, embarrassing himself by coming out on social media and bragging about canceling hundreds of contracts, saying that they're saving like $1 billion at the VA, only for journalists to figure out that some of the contracts that were being canceled had to do with things like suicide prevention. Now, they're canceling all of these contracts and firing tens of thousands of workers at a time when demand for VA services, healthcare, and benefits are rising.
Now, let me break this down a little bit. 80,000 veterans terminated from their federal positions. The Department of Government Efficiency, which is DOGE, led by Elon Musk, justifies these actions as necessary measures to reduce government spending and eliminate insufficiencies. But let's be honest, does this reasoning hold up? Now, many of these veterans had years of dedicated service with exemplary performance records, and some were even on the brink of securing permanent employment status when they were abruptly dismissed. For instance, Gabriel D. Alatri, a Marine Corps veteran from Connecticut, was 5 days away from permanent status at the IRS before being laid off. You see, these impacts of these layoffs extend beyond individual livelihoods. Well, critics argue that this isn't just about cutting costs, it's about undermining job protections for veterans and paving the way for privatization of essential services. And Elon Musk's recent comments about reducing federal entitlement programs have only fueled these concerns. Now, veteran organizations are protesting and legal challenges are mounting, and public opinion is turning against these measures. Even those who once supported the administration feels betrayed. For instance, an Army veteran in Alaska reported being fired twice amid these cuts. Now, these administration actions have not only disrupted the lives of thousands of veterans, but also have raised serious questions about the priorities guiding these decisions. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Do you believe these layoffs were justified? Or do you see them as betrayal of our veterans and a threat to public service? Let's discuss it in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analysis. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.